Yeah, this will be the first game of the GPL that's going to be played on the 3.14 patch. We are playing on this C server because of connectivity issues, so let's just hit right into picks and bans straight away.
Yes, we are in picks and bans. So we see Shen and Gragas banned out by New Evolution Esports Full Lewis, with Jace and Lee Sin being banned out by the Singapore Sentinels so far. Kale also being banned out, targeted at SGS Cryonics most likely, and Elise also being banned out by the Singapore Sentinels. And if you can see here, I'll overlay Mr. Wolf. Please kindly help us out. Thank you very much. There you go.
Bam.
Don't do it again.
Got it. I'm so sorry, Fish. The client doesn't really like me today. So
No.
anyway, welcome to the GPL Week 5 Day 2, Game number 1. This game was postponed from yesterday due to connectivity issues, but we are now underway with New Evolution Esports Full Lewis on the blue side and Singapore Sentinels on the purple side. So it seems their first pick will come in, and it's going to be the terror in the top, the dragon lady herself, Shyvana.
Shyvana's been an incredibly strong top laner. I'd say the top two top laners right now are definitely Shyvana and Renekton, with Shen and Jax right behind him. And I wouldn't be surprised if SGS go for a Renekton pickup to go up against that Shyvana top lane. And if they go for this Annie pickup, which they do, will definitely be played by Kyling down the bot lane. And as we go through these champion picks and bans, as well as the 3-minute delay that we will have later on, we'll run through some of these 3.14 changes just for this match, just to let you guys at home know what is going on in this game. And if any champions are picked up that have been changed, we'll also elaborate on their changes as well.
Yeah, we as casters and the players as well will definitely need to kind of get used to what's going on with the changes especially. So if we are able to kind of, you know, relay the information to the audience, we'll do our best in whatever way possible. So the picks have come in. Shyvana, like I said, first pick on the side of New Evolution Esports Full Lewis, and next Annie as well as Renekton, very comfortable picks. And finally, the next two picks coming in for Full Lewis will be Sona as well as Jinx.
So we see that Sona and Jinx pick up. SGS here, wouldn't be too surprised if they do go for this team. I mean, Singapore does have played Teemo so much in the Greener Premier League and the Legends circuit, but for the mid lane, they New Evolution Esports Full Lewis did ban out both Gragas and Kale, which have been Cryonics' most comfortable and also his most common picks in the Greener Premier League so far. And it's going to be interesting to see what they pick up for the mid lane for the side of the Singapore Sentinels in this game, since that both of his two, what I would consider comfort champs, have been banned out.
Yeah, I agree. And speaking about the Kale and Gragas ban, it seems that Cryonics in the GPL has only played actually Zillion as well as Syndra as his other two picks. So let's see if he actually defaults back to that one, or will we see the Teemo pickup as well as the Riven pickup? It seems that no Teemo, is going to be Lucian and Riven. Will we see Riven go into the jungle or possibly in the mid lane? A Riven in the mid lane, something that we are pretty familiar with, I would say, since Faker actually pulled it out during the World Championships.
I really like this pickup of Lucian coming out from the Singapore Sentinels. A bit of a change up for the Singapore Sentinels. They're known for going for a few different types of AD carries, not diversifying too much. And hello, we're back. We should disappear and go to the Singapore Sentinels, but we are not going to just yet. The casters will be strong. We'll stand strong. We'll right to the very end. And oh, there we go.
We're all blacked out.
Hopefully,
we're back.
Yes, we stand strong. We stand strong. But yes, so Lucian pick up by the Singapore Sentinels. I like the pickup from them. I really like Lucian as a champion right now. He just deals so much damage, and even though I don't like the culling in terms of its damage, I really like its wave clear potential. For an AD carry to have good wave clear potential, it's pretty decent. And Full Lewis look like they're going to go for Ezreal pick. No, they're just hovering over champions, or are they? Because it's going to be locked in. And we're going to see Ezreal and Brand.
Yes, they will go for the Ezreal and Brand lane. So it may be because New Evolution Esports Full Lewis have something planned ahead for the 3.14 patch, or as commonly known, the Pi patch.
Pi patch.
The Pi patch. And
so it determines circles for us, is that right?
Yes.
You were mini-me for a second.
Yes.
I mean, you were mini-me just here.
Mini-me, you mean?
Mini-you.
Mini-me.
Mini-you. And look, I can poke Elise's face. Look.
Can you?
No,
oh, no.
Anyway, around with the camera here, but
so
yeah.
The Ezreal and Brand pickup. Very interesting. Let's see how Full Lewis actually adapts to this Pi patch, and let's see what SGS has in store for us. Will they go for what it seems to be a Kha'Zix jungle, possibly?
I would think if they go for this Kha'Zix pickup, which I highly doubt they would, it'd be Kha'Zix in the mid lane, and we would see Riven in the jungle instead. I think that's a little bit more viable for the side of the Singapore Sentinels, but Just gonna have to wait for them to lock in. They're gonna go for the Malphite. This will most likely be in the mid lane. I'm pretty sure we'll see Carnix pick that one up. But Carnix also has played a few different types of bruisers, so he could potentially play either that Riven or Renekton. But we've seen Malphite mid recently. I mean, in IEM Cologne, we saw Alex Ich wreck face with Malphite. And now Sabres are just trolling around. Look, Carnix is on Lucian. Could this be a switch up? No. No, let's not talk about it.
Okay, let's wait for the timer to actually go down and talk about some of the 3.14 changes. So as you know, we have Riven in the jungle, and whoa, it seems that they are out of the game, into the lobby again. They may have had some connectivity issues, and on your screen now you see the Singapore Sentinels in the Garena Stadium. So if you guys are at home watching now, do come down to the Garena Stadium as soon as possible, because it's not only the Singapore Sentinels that will be in the stadium tonight.
Yes.
It's going to be the UCAN Hong Kong Attitude. The players are actually right here. I'm actually staring at them. They're right over there. You can actually come and take photos with them, check them out, you know, shake their hands, and, you know, just have a nice conversation with them. So not only will the SGS be in the stadium, it's going to be UCAN Hong Kong Attitude as well as the Kuala Lumpur Hunters.
And just remember, if in doubt, you can.
If in doubt, you can.
You can do it. So
you can.
Lag pick coming out from Evolution Esports for Lewis can't swap. Okay, they're going for the can't swap here.
The can't swap excuse.
The can't swap excuse. Or the rune bug excuse I like to call, but no, there was some issues with swapping apparently. So they are going to head back into the lobby. Then they will be rejoining in a second, and we're going to be going into game. So
should we talk about the pie patch now? Should we eat some pie now? Should we feed the viewers some pie?
I think the viewers should grab some pie and get ready for an exciting match.
I agree.
But so why don't we talk about the picks between Evolution Esports for Lewis and SGS first? I mean,
okay,
have any of the champions that they've picked out been changed in the 3.14 patch?
Let's think about it so far. Supports have been changed to #1 first off.
We have any support for Singapore Sentinels.
Okay, that really hasn't been changed, but the traditional support of Sona has definitely been changed.
Sona has been changed.
Yeah, so the utility coming in from the AP scaling, it used to be just damage on the power core as well as, what's the Q? The
Hymn of Valor.
Hymn of Valor.
I'm not wrong.
Yes, I believe you are right. So Hymn of Valor, Araya of Perseverance, as well as the, what's the E? Come on. Come on, Fish. What's the E?
Oh goodness, don't put me on the spot like that. Don't do this to me.
Jeez, anyway.
Area of Perseverance.
That's the W.
That's
and
the E.
is Song of Celerity.
Song of Celebrity. Okay, I'm bad. I'm a bad caster.
We are very bad.
Don't follow my footsteps.
I know the best caster is in the stadium right now though. Best caster Southeast Asia. Anyway, so we do have the Sona being picked up, and the scaling coming out from the Hymn of Valor. Okay, damage goes AP for Hymn of Valor. Heal also scales AP. The base heal for Sona also scales. Does it scale with AP this time?
Well, we'll see Hymn of Valor first. So they've changed Hymn of Valor, so because supports in the 3.14 chat, 3.14 patch, they do get a lot more gold because just of the way they've changed support champions. They wanted to make support champions feel a bit more whole, feel like you're doing something for your team instead of just being a ward bot and a CC bot for half the game. But so what they've done is they reduce the damage on support so that when you do get those good items, you're not going to be scaling incredibly well. You still not be doing as much damage, but you'll still be very useful. So for example, Hymn of Valor's AP ratio has been reduced. Meanwhile, we're going to see that the base heal amount on Sona's W has also been reduced at later ranks, just so that it doesn't scale up as well when you do get that ability power.
Okay.
But now, an interesting thing is that slows and stuns have also started to scale on support champions. So we can see this on Sona's E when used with her passive power chord. When you use the Song of Celerity. Okay, when you use the Song of Celerity, you will get bonus movement speed decrease and increase.
So, if Sona hits the power chord, the E power chord, E charge up power chord on the Song of Celerity, the slow will scale on AP, the speed up from the Song of Celerity itself also scales from AP.
Yes, so the slow from the power chord, if you use it, will increase based on your ability power, and also the speed up when you use it will increase based on your ability power for allied champions. It will also affect the damage on the power chord for for the Hymn of Valor, and also the damage reduction on the power code Diminuendo, which I can't pronounce to save my life.
Yes, I'm not musically inclined at all, and the 3-minute mandatory delay will be coming into effect at this moment as you see the champions being picked up already in the pick and ban phase. So what we have here is the Sona pickup. So I believe that should be the only major change up coming into the picks and bans for both Neo Lucian Esports Full Lewis as well as the Singapore Sentinels.
Yes, so we're going into game very shortly, about 2 more minutes of the delay timer, and we'll be going into this game on the Southeast Asian servers in patch 3.14 for those of you that did not know. So besides Sona, have any of these champions in this game been changed so far? I mean,
I don't think so.
I think it's just Sona that's been affected so far.
Majorly affected.
Majorly affected, yes.
So let's talk about the general changes coming into 3.14. Let's talk about the map changes first off. Brush and vision control has been affected as well as changed.
Tremendously.
Yeah, tremendously. That tremendously is more like an understatement. Number one, players are only allowed to have 3 side wards. Or
3 side wards.
3 side wards, correct.
Not trees, 3.
3.
Just remember Thresh.
Yes.
Thresh, 3.
Thresh. So anyway, so we have the limited amount of side wards on each player. Only 15 side wards on the map at one time. 1 vision ward per team on the map at one time. Vision wards now have 5 health bars instead of the regular 3. And
they can be seen.
They can be seen.
Invisible.
They're no longer invisible, so they're only there to actually deny the vision away from the team and secure objectives. And speaking about objectives, I think the tower changes are quite significant as well. So now the global gold in the outer turrets have been slightly reduced when you kill a tower. So it used to be 150 gold across the board to all team members. But right now the outer turret has been reduced to, I think, 75 gold. But if you do get the last hit on the turret, I think your champion is awarded 100 gold for that kill.
Yes, it is. And also, Baron will also scale in terms of the level. The jungle camps will now also scale a bit better into the late game. And also, we have the addition of a new jungle camp, the White Wraith, if I'm not mistaken.
The White Camp.
The White Camp.
It's called the White Camp. It's not white as in
like a huge wraith.
As in the color white, but just Wraith spelled slightly differently. The White Camp.
So, the new camp, new items as well, which we will touch on when they're picked up. But I think an obvious change as well will be the trinkets.
Yes, the newly added item, the trinkets, will be in effect this game. So what's it gonna be like? There are 3 different trinkets, 3 different colors: the yellow one, the red one, and the blue one. The yellow one's called the Warding Totem. The blue one's called the Scrying Orb, and the red one is called the brain fart.
Uh-oh. Can he do it? He's on the spot. It sweeps.
No, it's not the Scrying Orb. Sweeping Lens.
Yes,
that's right.
There we go.
Thank you, Fish. Oh goodness.
So we were debating this with Elliot actually on our way here when we were coming down from IEM Singapore. Actually, we were debating with it on the train. It felt like it was kind of a rock paper scissors. He felt like if you take the trinket,
if you take the Sweeping Lens, you will definitely win out if the opposing member of this if your opponent takes the Warding Totem, because you can just kill out the ward immediately and basically you win the ward war.
However, if they take the same, if
both players takes Sweeping Lens, then no one wins. If both players takes Warding Totem, no one wins either. But if you take the Scrying Orb, effectively you're able to grant vision for yourself for about 4 seconds. It's just like a mini clairvoyance coming in. So with the trinkets, let's just see how the teams actually decide to purchase their trinkets. We are in the loading screens of the game, so as we talk about the map changes, let's run down the champion pool once more. Okay.
They could be trying something different here, something which other teams have been trying out as well, but we could see the multiple targets. We have seen it in a few North American solo queue games that have been streamed by players, but haven't seen it in competitive just yet, and we are going live into the game.
So, whoa, let's just count the amount of Warding Totems being picked up. 1 Sweeping Lens on the side of Neo Lucian Esports Full Lewis, and we do have 4 Warding Totems on the side of NFL as well. So 5 Warding Totems coming out for SGS, and only 2 Relic Shield, sorry, for SGS, both on the bot laners Lucian and Annie, and Sona being the only one picking up the Relic Shield.
Did Violet not get the memo? Because Thorn's Blade has been reduced in terms of price. You can pick up a potion with that now.
Yeah, I do not think he got the memo. You can indeed pick up the potion, but let's talk about the total biscuit of rejuvenation. This, if you go down the mastery tree, you will be able to actually kind of change your potions into this total biscuit of rejuvenation, which restores 20 health and 10 mana immediately, and 150 health over 15 seconds, which is what the normal potions will do. But by taking this mastery, it also enables you to take the alchemy mastery, which gives you 10% more healing on your potions.
So, and we can see from the single percentiles here, they've actually gone for that double Targon start, which we've seen quite a bit when the patch was first released. I mean, it has been hotfixed, but still.
The double relic shoots.
Double relic shoots, sorry.
It evolves.
It evolves like a Pokemon into that Targon. But also, something we haven't really talked about, the brush changes. I mean, look at Kylie, walk around the brush, it will move, it will shake with you, but that's not the most interesting part. I mean,
let's take a look.
They've moved a bit.
We used to have a little slightly longer banana brush here. That's why it used to be called the banana brush. So what do we call it now?
Top little bit as well.
So the top, now it's split into 3 brushes. And what else do we have?
I think the bottom lane has become the same with 2 brushes in the bottom lane.
In the bottom lane. That's why it used to be called the banana brush.
So we can see 2 brushes at the bottom lane, 3 at the top lane. The banana brush has been changed as well, just because they wanted it so that wards could grant the vision you needed, and you didn't have to place multiple wards in that one brush. So we're going to be seeing Shin in this mid lane going up against Cryonix on Malphite. Jinx in the mid lane, and Brand Jungle. I mean, let's talk about Brand Jungle very quickly. He did start on his. Actually, no, we're not going to even. We might even see both jungles. I mean, Lolita here is starting on double golems.
Oh, he's farming the double golems because they opted for the 2v1 lane swap, so he knows that he will be zoned out by the Annie and Lucian combo in the bot lane. So he just wants to get some early levels, and just kind of CS later under the turret itself.
Rosika needs to use the relic shield here. I mean, has two procs, not going for those last hits though.
Yeah, so, okay, explain to me what the relic shield actually is.
So, if I'm not mistaken, the relic shield will give you bonus gold on a kill, and it will also share the gold with a nearby ally, and it has stacks, so you have to wait. If I'm not believe you will get a stack every 60 seconds, and you can hold a maximum of 2 stacks. And every time you have a stack, if you kill a minion, if you're a melee champion, you will execute a minion under 200 health. If you're a ranged champion, or melee or a ranged champion, you will also be able to grant your allies shared gold from that kill, and also yourself
as long as you last hit that minion.
As long as you last hit the minion.
Okay, so sharing gold is definitely going to allow the supports to actually kind of get up with more gold. It seems that we will have Lolita and SOFM kind of, SOFM trying to babysit Lolita in the bottom lane. SOFM will recall with the double buff. Let's see what he picks up next. He does pick up the Doran's Ring as well as the mana potion. So interestingly, that biscuit mastery turns only the red potions into biscuits and not the blue potions. A little bit of a bias there in the terms of masteries, but oh well. So blue pots will still be blue pots, and red pots will turn into biscuits. Brand is going to be a very full brand at the end of this game, eating so many biscuits. Here is the white camp being done by SOFM. Not much action happening in lane, so the white wave, I really like the depth animation on the white wave, really cool.
That is awesome.
The white.
We're actually going to see Brand head up to this top lane. I mean, SOFM being the jungler, Brand Jungle, I mean, let's talk about Brand Jungle very quick. I mean, he does have decent clear. I mean, percent base damage for his passive, AoE clear on 2 abilities. He does have decent clear, just not a traditional jungle. No sustain, doesn't have great dueling potential. But meanwhile, we're going to see Riven gank the mid lane, going on to Shin here. Does get slowed down. Stuns up Hallelujah, just bash him in the face a little bit with those pow rockets. Nothing else done. But this top lane should be going down with this 3-man push.
Yeah, let's just take a look at what's going on here. It seems that NFL will be actually going in for this turret very early, so giving that early aggression to the side of NFL. But the dive coming in, Lolita taken down extremely low, exhaust being put down. Lolita will go down to Chowie. He actually flashes away Chowie with the counter flash. That brush will deny some vision, and will Lolita get away? Chowie takes another turret hit, but the flash in from Hallelujah will allow them to get first blood onto Shyvana.
And the potions used by Shyvana that really kept her alive for so long. I mean, taking the auto attacks from Chowie one after another, but in such a delayed amount of time, allowed him to stay alive just on the potion for so long. It forced Hallelujah and Chowie to burn flash, and Hallelujah is going to die to a turret here. Caught a little bit far behind. Executed him for a bit. Meanwhile, Ben W actually, wow, picks up a kill onto Rosica there. That is pretty amazing. I mean, he was able to pick up the kill despite being in a disadvantaged situation. Well done for Ben W.
So if you guys are wondering why we are playing the 3.14 patch, it's because we're playing on the Southeast Asian server. So it kind of just rolled in yesterday actually, and we didn't have much time to kind of take a look at what's happening in the 3.14 patch, but it seems that the teams are kind of ready and prepared for it. They have all gotten their trinkets. It will evolve at level 9, and the Relic Shield has been upgraded to the Targon's Brace on the side of Sona.
So you see that Targon's...
Annie, sorry.
Targon's Brace finally picked up there. I mean, Sona has also upgraded her Targon's Brace there, so Ezreal has a little bit of an item advantage for now, just a Doran's Blade item advantage. But still, Targon's Brace, just in the current patch, just gives you so much gold. I find it quite unfortunate that we see that Ezreal has not decided to go for that Targon's Brace with Sona in the bottom lane. I thought that it would both pick one up, just as Singapore Sentinels have done right at the start of the game.
Yeah, exactly. And it seems that that aggression coming in from NFL in the top lane allows them to take down the top outer turret, and SGS hasn't really put on the aggression in this bottom outer turret just yet. So Chowie taken down a little bit low from the combo coming in from Violet on Ezreal.
So you see Kyling here, he does have that 4 stacks on his... 4 stacks, is it? 4 stacks on his Targon's Brace there. Will be able to last hit some creeps, give some minions, sorry, and gives that gold, the shared gold to Chowie, and pick up some extra gold for himself. Lolita up in this top lane now, switch it up, put the support and the mid laner back down after they took down that turret. Singapore Sentinels have yet to pick up the first tower of the game for their side, but Rosica, interestingly, has actually moved down to the mid lane to support Shin for a bit.
Yeah, Rosica has rotated down to the mid lane to Shin, but we do have action in the top lane. SGS, Ben W, as well as Hallelujah goes in for the kill onto Lolita. It seems that the flash as well as the auto attack will take down Lolita in the top lane. So 3 kills on the side of Singapore Sentinels. No turrets yet, but they do have that gold advantage, staying ahead almost 1,000 gold. But the objective game coming in from Neolution Esports Full Lewis, it seems that they will try to take down this turret as low as possible. The next minion wave should allow it. The Unstoppable Force comes in onto SOFM, and the ultimate from Brand will not take down anyone. Shin gets exhausted. Kyling in the middle. Will he has his charge up? The Super Mega Death Rocket does come down, but the stun will prevent Shin from getting the kill.
Double kill there, going to SGS. Kyling Rosica has to flash away there, and very nice save from Kyling and Hallelujah there, just because Jinx swapped to Pow Pow with switcheroo there, but wasn't able to get that last hit off, and we saw the 2-shot barrage just missing everybody out in the mid lane. And that fight there, coming from the Singapore Sentinels, was crucial for them, because New Evolution Esports Full Lewis, they were pushing up top tower for some time, sending Brand up top to shove the lane in with 2 members against 1. Then they swapped to mid lane. We saw Ezreal go back to bottom lane, but we saw Sona stick around mid lane with Brand coming in later on with Jinx just to shove the lane. They almost got the tower as well. The initiate coming in from Chronix was at a crucial point in time, just because the next wave might have been enough for Full Lewis to pick up the tower. Instead, Hallelujah coming in to secure the kill, and the double kill going on to Kyling there was crucial for them.
Yes, definitely. The kills going in. We actually have 2 kills onto Kyling, as well as 2 kills onto Ben W, and 1 kill for Hallelujah. So 5 kills on the side of Singapore Sentinels, putting them ahead in the gold. Chronix does step on the Flame Chompers, gets, takes a little bit of poke. It seems that Rosica as well as Shin will continue to hammer down on this turret. SOFM will join the party, so Brand will start to light the torches aflame.
So Singapore Sentinels are ahead by just 1,000 gold right now. Not too significant this early in the game, but still, Full Lewis are doing a good job of keeping up in objectives. Singapore Sentinels have destroyed them in terms of kills. I mean, 5 kills to nothing so far is very good for the Singapore Sentinels, but still, Full Lewis are executing a nice strategy. I mean, they took down top tower 2v1, sent the jungler top to push and create pressure on the tower. Done so for mid lane as well, and it looks like they're just transitioning down straight to the bottom lane. So 3 members of Full Lewis running down to bot lane. Shyvana still staying in that solo lane. And we might see the exact same thing from them again. We might actually just see Full Lewis shove out for this outer tower once again.
Yeah, employing the little buffet strategy that has been also coined in the GPL, taking objectives instead of kills. So SGS is going for the kills, giving them that gold lead early on, but it seems that NFL would be very happy with that objective trade coming in. They have taken down 2 outer turrets already. They kind of sniffed out the rotations coming from Cryonix as well as Hallelujah from this ward here. So they will back off from the aggression in the bottom lane, and they may just go and farm the jungle once more.
Lolita's still up in this top lane, and we see Ben W a little bit ahead in terms of experience there, but Shyvana does fairly decently in this top lane. I mean, I would say the strongest top laner right now. We seen Shyvana's just wreck faces in both team fights and in the laning phase here, but Ben W does have that experience advantage, a slight item, actually no, significant item advantage this early in the game with that chain vest picked up already. Chowie here now trying to defend the bottom lane against this 3-man push, which followers have been trying to do. They've been trying to send two people to the solo lane, so it was Jinx at the start. Now they're sending Ezreal instead, with this Brand, Jinx, and Sona lane just constantly shoving down these outer towers. I think Singapore does need to do something to react to this. Try and pick up the kills onto this 3-man lane, or shove out the other lanes before they just keep doing the same thing. They will just keep switching out for objectives and keep making the same picks. Singapore is actually still in this game just because they've made those 5 picks that they made earlier on. Yeah,
they are on the comfortable champions this game. Hallelujah maybe less comfortable. Cryonix also less comfortable on on Malphite. So the Riven and Malphite picks may not be kind of SGS centered, but it seems that they are doing rather well with these picks. No deaths just yet actually on the side of Singapore Sentinels. Oh wait, 1 death here, but
Riven died to the tower early on, so we saw...
Right, correct. The Execute come in.
Execute does not give followers any gold, so it does not count towards their score or towards their gold count either. That will all be going to the minor summoners of Summoner's Rift, who are controlling those minions and cannon minions, and super minions.
And the super minions as well. So we actually just saw Renekton kind of pick up the Greater Lens. So he sold his trinket away, picks up the Greater Lens just to kind of deny some vision and review the wards, just to kind of spot out any of the, or kill any of the wards that will come into lane as well as the jungle. The first tower for the Singapore Sentinels will go down. It's going to be the bot lane, outer turret. Ben W will continue to put on the aggression onto Lolita, just slightly in turret range, takes a shot in the face. Lolita takes some damage in return. It seems that Hallelujah is camping on the side for that tower dive onto Lolita. The turret is very low, and Hallelujah will appear in this lane. The stun comes out, the Dominus is being popped. Now the Dragons instead will come out, the knockup onto Lolita. The flash as well as the wind slash will barely miss. Lolita may come back. Ben W taken down very low. He has to flash out as well because we do see Violet coming in for the backup, and no kills happen in the top lane just yet.
That was so unfortunate for the Singapore Sentinels just because the stun didn't last long enough to lock down Shyvana in time underneath that tower, and they had to burn their flash to get away. The wing slash is barely missing. It's an executionary spell. It's an executioner spell, so that the lower the health the target is, the more damage it will do. But Singapore Sentinels making a nice rotation, heading down to this Dragon Pit instead. Gonna try and pick up this Dragon while we see the pink ward being placed down by Kyling. 5 health on that. Not invisible, but we'll be able to grant them the vision for the objective, which is exactly what this 3.14 patch is all about. Giving you the tools you need to achieve objectives, but not spam them all the time, which we saw in the previous patches.
Yeah, it seems that the gold share among both the Relic Shield and the Targon Brace users, Lucian and Annie, the AD carry and support, is about 200 over gold share in between themselves, so they get that much more gold coming into the game that allows them to keep up despite having slightly less CS coming in. So that's very good on the side of SGS.
It doesn't really quite pay itself off just yet, but still nice little bonus advantage that you do get from your support from the AD carry itself. So this will allow Annie to pick up better items later on, but we still see Kylie going for his really standard build route, going for that boots of mobility, the Sightstone there, and just spamming those wards out as much as he can, despite not being able to do so as much in this current patch.
Yeah, he will not be able to do and just kind of spam the entire map with wards because it's a 3 ward limit per player. And we do have the initiation going in, and SOFM just gets melted. Rusika coming in with the counter initiation using the Crescendo. Kyling taken out extremely low. Cryonix will flash in and just smash the face of Shin. Violet will arcane shift and flash out. Lolita now joins the fight, comes in the Dragons instead. Kyling will be the one to be taken down this fight. Cryonix will just barely get away. He is double buff, he misses the ward in the brush, and that arcade shot will take down Cryonics.
Violet with the sniper's arcane shot there, but we just saw Chowie wasn't in that fight. Now he's going to go into Rosika, gets the double shot off. The Cully will not kill him, but will eventually pick him up. Chowie there now popping the barrier, will dash out, gets the double shot, the double kill to Chowie. Flashing away just for a little bit of style points at the end there, but still, single percentile Chowie there picking up a 2-on-1 kill, and we're going to see Hallelujah.
Yeah, and actually the top lane is not stopping. Hallelujah will deal it out with Lolita. Lolita does have that. And SOFM will come in from the side. Brand will flash in, allowing Lolita to pick up the kill onto Hallelujah. So action all across the map. I think that was a trade. Hallelujah died in that trade. We also saw Ben W and Kyling go down in that fight. Sorry, not Ben W, but Kyling. Just Kyling go down in that fight.
So we're going to see here Lolita go back to base after that fight up in the top lane. Ben W as well. Not doing too much. We saw that fight there between Full Lewis and Singapore Sentinels. I mean, Full Lewis outnumbered the Singapore Sentinels, but SGS still came out on top there. I mean, they've even out the tower advantage, and just look at the damage SOFM takes just from slamming the ground there by Chronics and throwing out the shards as well. Just showing what a true terror that AP Malphite can really be. And we can already see, as you see on your screens, the target sprays coming out from Sona just
69 gold chat compared to the 209 gold chat from Annie. So Kyling making better use of that Targon's Brace, it would seem.
Still a decent item all round, but the gold sharing portion of Targon's Brace is what really makes it a good item. So unfortunately, unfortunate that it's not being used to its maximum effectiveness, which Rosika here could probably do. And meanwhile, the single percents are just making good rotations. I feel Ben W with that scanner lens, they're going to scan out some wards, pick up that 20 gold for the kill there. We saw the Dragon was picked up by single percentals early on, so it's not going to be spawning for quite some time. But we saw they made good rotations. Top took down that top tower early on. Bottom tower was also taken down. Now, only the mid outer tower is left. Now, I won't be surprised if we see the single percentile sieges one out. And they have a very, very nice team fight, team composition. They have that AP Malphite, which we saw in IM Cologne to be a beast when Alex Itch played him. I mean, he wrecked Reckles with that AP Malphite.
He came in like a wrecking ball.
He came in like a wrecking ball on that Malphite. He made it twerk out for him. It really twerked out for him.
Anyway, we do have that Malphite coming in, as you said, and not only that, the ultimate composition, I would say, the press R-com coming in from the side of the Singapore Sentinels. Riven, Hallelujah, Ben W as well as Cryonics can easily go in with their highly mobile champions, and Chowie as well as Kyling can go onto the side. We do see the stun coming out, and the Unstoppable Force just melt both Rosika and SOFM, and now Cryonics is on the chase. Will Violet be able to get away the Seismic Shard? The Rolling Stone will come in, and Violet seems to be going down extremely low. We do have the Super Mega Death Rocket just missing out completely. The Zap comes out, slows down Chowie, and Shin will flash away with his life.
So we got another nice play coming out from the Singapore Sentinels, and Cryonics there living with a sliver of health. Now we're going to see Hallelujah battle out with Lolita. We saw this before, just not able to do so very effectively. Hallelujah again takes out solo, but Ben W is going to come in. The shield coming out. No more slice light, gets the stun down. Will he be able to drag it from away? Chowie though goes on a killing spree down the bot lane. Lolita will escape with his life.
And Chowie does pick up the kill onto Shin. It seems he caught a wandering Jinx on the side, and it allowed Lucian to pick up the kill on that one. So SGS in the commanding kill lead as well as the gold advantage. They have the turret advantage as well. So objectives in the favor of SGS, kills in the favor of SGS, and this allows them to kind of skyrocket ahead with the gold lead at about 7,000 gold.
So we see some newer items also being picked up here. I mean, the Spirit Elder Lizard item has been changed. Spirit of the Elder Lizard has been changed slightly, and also the Spectral Wraith item being picked up by Brand, being an AP jungler. We don't really see him too much, but now he's been picked up as a jungler for Full Lewis, so SOFM picked him up. But the Spirit is an Elder as Chronics here. Takes a little bit of a stun to the face, but it has its attack damage reduced to 30 from the 35 it was before, but now the Incinerate procs on both physical damage, procs on physical damage, and the damage is increased to 16 to 50 depending on level instead of 70 to 40. And champion kills, assists, and epic monsters such as the blue buff, Dragon, Baron, the red buff will now grant 40 gold, and large monsters grant 10 gold each.
Yeah, that's right. The epic monsters, which is going to be Dragon as well as Baron, will gain that gold. So large monsters such as the blue buff, red buff, and the white cam will gain you extra 10 gold. They do pick up the second Dragon of the game, Shin unable to really do anything, just poking from behind. Chowie just wanted to go in. He does land the piercing light and the unstoppable force and culling combination will come out on the side. Lolita uses the Dragon's Descent to go in, and SGS just melts in the team fight. They melt the entire side of NFL, and Lolita will go down. It's a clean ace on the side of SGS.
Wow, what a fantastic play coming up from the Singapore Sentinels. I mean, AP Malphite coming up with Tibbers, coming up with Hallelujah on the 3-man stun there. That was amazing with the culling in the background. Bendabi coming in as well. That was a crazy team fight for the Singapore Sentinels, and it's one they needed. This should allow them to pick up this Baron, but without being contested. I mean, Rosika is the only one left available, as we see a surrender coming out from Full Lewis.
Yes, we do see the surrender coming in from Full Lewis. SGS 10k gold ahead, and it seems that they didn't think they would be able to come back from this one 20 minutes into the game. They haven't lost any inner turrets just yet, but yes, the surrender vote does come out for NFL.
So we saw NFL, they had a very nice strategy coming into this game. I mean, we saw 3 members at top with the brand push coming. We saw both Ezreal and Sona top lane with the brand push, and we saw them take down that top tower. We saw Sona rotate to mid lane with Jinx, while Ezreal moved down to bottom and Shyvana moved up to top. Brand once again came down to the mid lane. They shoved down that tower. They rinsed and repeated, but were not able to get down the bottom lane tower, which was held off by Chowie and Kai Ling there. Then we saw good team fights and good picks coming over to Singapore Sentinels. I mean, the whole game, they had great picks. After the objectives were seized by Full Lewis, they were able to stay ahead just because they were 5-0 up in terms of kills. And then the Malphite's unstoppable force pickup in the mid lane was a turning point for the Singapore Sentinels. Now they said, now we have the map control. Now we have the ability to roam around, create the picks we want, and take the objectives that we want to take, and not allow Full Lewis to stay in control of the pace of the match. And that is what allowed Singapore Sentinels to pick up this game. But however, I felt Full Lewis played decently well. They had a set strategy, just weren't able to execute it the way they wanted to.
Yeah, I agree. Their early game aggression coming in from taking the objective so quickly. They took down 2 turrets within a span of 7 minutes or 10 minutes into the game, and SGS did finally responded at the last outer turret, and as you said, SGS coming out on top of that one, using their wombo combo very well. The AP Malphite dealing a crazy ton of damage, and that is our very first game of the GPL Week 5, day number 2. My name is Wolf, and this is Fish. We will be right back for game number 2, so do stay tuned.